She has worked on movies like Fantastic Four, Spider-Man 3, and most recently, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. But Amy Duarte's journey to success in the film industry has been filled with hurdles. Growing up in Indonesia, Duarte suffered from profound hearing loss. Recently, though, her life changed for the better after she received cochlear implants. I had a chance to chat with the Zionsville resident about what she calls a heaven-sent blessing. She's worked on 40 of some of your favorite movies, including Fantastic Four, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, to Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which comes to theaters next month. But what you may not know about our guest and Hollywood visual effects artist Amy Duarte is she has profound hearing loss. She's with us now. We're excited to have her join us and share your journey and your story with us. Welcome, Amy. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me here.
So you're from Zionsville now, is where
Yes.
you are, but your journey actually starts in Indonesia, where you grew
Correct.
up. What were those early years like for you?
Indonesia is a developing nation, so there are way less resources for people with disabilities. It's not like in the United States where if a baby has a hearing loss, you have all these resources, you have audiologists, you have all these doctors and the technology. In Indonesia, especially back in the days, it was a different time, a different place. So my parents were faced with very, very limited resources. And it's very hard for anybody with a disability to grow up in a developing nation. It is the way it was. So my parents knew I had like one shot in making it in life. And so they focused on making sure that I had the tools to learn how to speak.
You were talking about making it work, and one of the things that I found so interesting is even right now, you're reading my lips
Yes.
as we're doing this conversation. You also have a cochlear implant, correct?
Yes.
Where is that, and what's that look like, I guess?
Okay.
A lot of people may not know.
The cochlear implant, I have a little puck that is, I put it on my right side of the head.
Okay.
It has a magnetic thing to it's a transmitter, and I have the receiver inside the flap of the skin.
Oh, wow.
So I am hearing your voice, not through the ears, but through the machine. The machine sends the electric signals to the brain, and that the brain interprets into sound.
Hollywood and the movie industry is such a fast-paced industry.
It is.
And you've got to be on top of it at all times.
You have to.
To have your name attached to massive, major movies, including maybe one of the biggest of the year coming out, how much work went into that when you're dealing with hearing loss like that as well?
It definitely, well, before I had the cochlear implant, I was at a disadvantage because I was relying on the hearing aids. And with the hearing aids, even though it benefit me, but there's only so much a hearing aid can do. I was always at a loss when I had team meetings, and those team meetings are so fast-paced. Movie producers are known for wanting to get things done. So with the hearing aid, I was always the last person to know everything, or I had to rely on a coworker to tell me what's going on, or another coworker to write notes for me. I never kind of liked to be in that position where I was dependent on somebody. So with the cochlear implant, it's a game changer. It levels the playing field for me. Now I'm able to respond when my supervisor calls me. I didn't have to wait to have somebody else tap me on the shoulder and say, hey, somebody's calling you. I mean, those few seconds make a big difference,
yeah, I'm sure.
Especially for me. So the cochlear implant is one of the best things I've ever gotten for myself.
When you look at your career and what you've been able to accomplish, does it amaze you? Because it amazes me. Because I think a lot of people sit back if they're dealing with the inability to hear or whatever their situation may be, they go, well, there's no way I could ever do that. But you're proving that wrong.
Correct. In fact, I do not use my disability as a crutch or as an excuse to go, oh, well, you know what, I'm not going to do that. No, for me, it's the opposite. And I'm not here to prove, oh, you know, I can do anything I want. If not that, it's just what I wanted for myself, because it is my dreams to work in the movies, and I am very result-oriented. If there is a goal that I want to accomplish, I'll make it happen no matter what.
Crazy inspiring, and not enough time to chat with her because she has a bunch of really cool stuff.